Season 1 didn't end with peace. It ended with fear. The sea retreated, but it didn't surrender. Humanity claimed victory, but looked terrified doing it. And now the biggest question isn't if there will be a Season 2, it's what kind of story Season 2 is actually setting up. Because everything about that ending suggests the real conflict hasn't even begun yet. Quick recap context. The war between the land and the sea began as a Doctor Who spin-off about an ancient aquatic species clashing with humanity. But by the finale, the show quietly revealed something far darker. This was never a fair war. It was a power imbalance, a moral failure, and possibly a prelude. So let's break down everything we know so far about Season 2, what's confirmed, what's implied, and what the story is clearly preparing us for next. What's officially confirmed so far. As of now, Season 2 has not been officially announced. No release date, no confirmed episode count, no casting announcements. However, and this is important, the Season 1 ending was not written as a series finale. Multiple storylines were deliberately left unresolved. Kate's mental state, Homo Aqua survivors, Unit's unchecked authority, Barclay's transformation, and the sealed deep ocean technology. That's not closure, that's setup. Why Season 2 feels inevitable. Let's talk logic. Season 1 ends with humanity committing genocide, calling it defense, and being feared by the very species it defeated. That is not the emotional endpoint of a story. That's the moral turning point. The show reframes the conflict entirely in its final moments, revealing that the war was an inconvenience. The sea was never desperate, and peace only happened because Homo Aqua was afraid. Those are not answers, those are warnings. If Season 2 happens, it almost certainly won't be about open warfare. The war is over, but the consequences are just beginning. Expect espionage, political manipulation, resource control, quiet retaliation. Season 2 is being positioned as a cold war between land and sea, where violence is subtle and deniable, and that's far more dangerous. SALT confirms something crucial. Some Homo Aqua survived, and their technology has been sealed away in ocean depths humans cannot reach. That's not defeat, that's containment. Season 2 could explore surviving Homo Aqua factions, internal divisions among them, long-term plans for revenge that don't look like attacks. Think patience, think influence, think waiting for humanity to destroy itself. One of the biggest red flags going into Season 2 is Unit itself. By the end of Season 1, Unit sanctioned genocide, Unit hid the severance program, Unit faced no consequences, and the Doctor was nowhere to be seen. Season 2 may finally ask the uncomfortable question, who watches the people who protect the world? And if Kate is mentally unraveling, that question becomes terrifying. Let's be clear, Kate is not okay. She blackmails her therapist. She threatens a civilian with a gun. She's grieving, medicated, exhausted, and still in charge. Season 2 is clearly setting her up as a tragic figure, a moral wild card, possibly even an antagonist. Not evil, but dangerous. If Season 2 happens, Kate's story will likely be the emotional backbone. Barclay's role in Season 2. Barclay doesn't just leave humanity, he becomes something new, a human who can breathe underwater, a bridge between species, a living symbol of what coexistence could have been. Season 2 could position him as a mediator, a target, or the first of a hybrid future. His story is unfinished and too important to abandon. The Deep Ocean Mystery, Season 2's big secret. The sealed technology is the biggest unanswered question. Is it a weapon, a failsafe, a prison? Season 1 deliberately avoids explaining it, which usually means it's the real story. Season 2 could reveal ancient ocean civilizations, an angrier threat even Homo Aqua fears, or proof that the sea has been preparing for humanity far longer than we realize. What Season 2 is really about. Season 2, if it happens, won't be about war. It will be about fear. fear of humanity, fear of power, fear of what happens when survival justifies anything. Season 1 asked who wins. Season 2 will ask who deserves to, and that question might be far more dangerous than any invasion. If Season 2 happens, everything we thought this story was about is about to change. So if you want breakdowns, theories, and updates the moment they drop, subscribe now, because the war may be over, but the consequences are just beginning.